Diwali is right around the corner, and to make it extra special, Mercedes-Benz India has launched not one but two new cars. First up is the refreshed version of the GLE, and the second one is this one, this monster. This is the AMG C43. Now first up is the facelifted version of the fourth generation of the GLE. This is the most popular, one of the best sellers for the company in the country, and till date the company has sold 20,000 units of this car. Let's check out what makes it very, very special. Now the changes to the exterior is very subtle. For example, you get this large grille. This is now in line with the global design of the company's SUV range, and you also get this with the GLE. We've seen this with the GLC as well, and now we find it over here as well. As you can see, you get this three-pointed star treatment on the grille, which makes it very, very sophisticated. Apart from that, what also is new is the treatment to the DRLs. This looks very sharp now and looks very, very edgy. In profile, nothing much has changed, but I really like the alloy design. This is the AMG line, so you get the 20 inches. For the standard version, you get a 19-inch alloy wheels. This is specific to this one and also the diesel and the petrol versions. The profile remains the same, but there are few tweaks that you can find on the rear section of the car. For example, you get a new rear bumper, and you also get a new element on the tail lamp. But apart from that, most of the car remains the same as its predecessor. Mercedes is offering the GLE facelift in three variants: 300D, 450D and 450. The 2-liter 4-cylinder diesel engine is paired to a 9-speed automatic gearbox, producing 265 brake horsepower and 515 Nm of peak torque. Another option is the 3-liter 6-cylinder diesel unit with the same transmission setup, delivering nearly 100 brake horsepower and 200 Nm more. The only petrol engine available in the range is a 3-liter 6-cylinder unit capable of producing 375 brake horsepower and 500 Nm of peak torque. Now the prices for the GLE ranges between 96 lakh 40,000 rupees to 1 crore 15 lakh rupees. Now the interior layout of the GLE is very similar to the setup that we've seen in the predecessor, but you do get this latest generation of the MBUX system. This is NTG7, so you get the latest version of the infotainment system, and you also get the transparent bonnet that we've seen on the EQE as well as on the GLC. So this is the third car from Mercedes-Benz that gets that feature, which is very interesting and very cool to have. The next big thing is this steering wheel. Apart from that, most of the elements remain the same. You get wireless charger, you also get electrically adjustable seats, you also get ventilated seats. The second launch of the day is this one, the C43. This is priced at 98 lakh, making it the most expensive C-Class that you can find and also the most powerful C-Class that you can find in the country. But do note that this is the most expensive in its segment because it competes with the likes of S5 Sportback and the M340i. Now, what are the key changes that you can find with the car? I'm going to tell you right now. Now let's start with the exterior of the car. Now at the front you get this huge panoramic grille that is very specific and very typical of the AMG class. So you get this with single slate verticals. This gets the chrome treatment, so adds a very nice contrast with the color, the AMG badging on it, and you also get a nice gloss finish for the fenders. Moving to the side, you can see the headlamps. It gets the adaptive headlamp treatment and also a single layer of LED DRL. Looks really cool, looks really menacing. Let's move on to the profile. Nice looking alloys. These are 20 inches and this is specific with this car. Now the silhouette remains the same. There's no huge changes that you can find with the car, but there are a few subtle tweaks that you can find at the rear section of the car. As you can see, you get a nice diffuser, you get a new revised version of the tail lamps, and also you get a revised bumper. But what's really interesting are these quad tailpipes, and I'm sure once we get behind the car, that exhaust note is just going to sound very interesting. Under the hood is a 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine that gets an electrified turbocharger as well. So the C43 now produces 402 brake horsepower and 500 Newton meters of peak torque. With the help of a belt-driven starter generator, the electrified turbocharger system can provide an additional boost of 13 brake horsepower. 9-speed dual-clutch transmission sends power to all the 4 wheels. Now on the inside, there's not a huge departure from the standard version of the car, but you do get AMG specific treatments such as this seat. These are sports seats you get only with the AMG. Also these red seat belts are specific to this one. Apart from that, the layout is pretty much similar to the standard version of the car. So you get this 11.9-inch infotainment system and a 12.3-inch driver's display. You get a very premium looking car.